This presentation is brought to you by Ohio Precinct Strategy. Introduction to the Precinct Strategy. Visit our website at ohioprecinctstrategy.org to get involved. People are policy. If you want to change the policies of the government, you have to change the people who make the policy. If you are frustrated with wrong-headed government policies, if you vote and even contact your elected public officials and nothing ever changes, if you are looking for a practical way to really affect change, keep listening. What is the Precinct Strategy? The Precinct Strategy is a plan of action whereby ordinary citizens can gain real political influence and political power by participating in the machinery of their local political parties. All politics is local, and your local county political party is the vehicle by which ordinary citizens can exercise real political influence and power. This is the nuts and bolts of local politics. Basic civics you should have learned in school, but strangely is not taught anymore. It is the right and also the responsibility of every American to participate in the process of self-government. This is your opportunity to participate in a meaningful way, and you don't have to leave your own neighborhood to do so. What is a precinct? What is the significance of a precinct in the precinct strategy? A precinct is the smallest subdivision of a county for the purpose of conducting elections. It is a geographical area which, in Ohio, contains approximately 1,200 to 1,500 voters. Precincts may be large enough to fill an entire township in a rural area, or may be small enough to comprise a few city blocks in an urban area. Your precinct is where you vote and elect every official who represents you in our government at all levels. What is a precinct committeeman, or County Central Committee member? A County Central Committee member is the elected representative to a county political party from each political subdivision in the county. Each of the political subdivisions or precincts is represented in the major political parties, Democrat or Republican, by a member of the controlling committee of the county party. In Ohio, this is called the County Central Committee. The legal title of such a person elected by the voters of the same party in each subdivision is Member of County Central Committee. In some counties, committee representation is by city, ward, and township, each containing several precincts. There are several alternative names for this position: precinct delegate, precinct executive, precinct chair, ward committeeman, ward chairman, etc. Don't be confused. The legal name for the elected member of the party controlling committee is Member of County Central Committee. County parties sometimes do create in their bylaws or otherwise volunteer positions and give them names like the alternatives listed above. But these are not the legally elected members of the controlling committee of the party, that is, members of County Central Committee. They are merely volunteer positions that have no or very limited voting powers in the party organization. The same rules apply for the Democratic or Republican Party. We will not focus on minor political parties for reasons we may discuss in a future presentation. Real political power is exercised by the two major political parties. This is just the plain reality of the way things work under our current system established in the laws of the state of Ohio. State law and Ohio Revised Code, section 3517.02 through 06, gives the details you need to know about political party central committees. Why do you need a county precinct map? Your county board of elections can provide you with a county map with precinct, ward, and township lines drawn. They should also be able to provide individual maps of each precinct, city, ward, or township upon request. In some cases, you may have to go through the county auditor or county engineer to obtain printable maps. County and precinct maps are essential to get an overall view of the political landscape of the county and to discern the exact geographical boundaries of those jurisdictions that are represented to the County Central Committee. Here are some maps of counties and their precincts. This is a map of Muskingum County precincts. Here is a map of Pickaway County precincts. Here is an individual map of Canton, Ward 8, Precinct A. Here is a city ward map of Columbus, Ward 50. And here is a township map of Brown Township in Franklin County. What is the structure of a major political party? A major political party consists of a state central committee comprised of one man and one woman elected by the members of their party from each of 33 state Senate districts in Ohio, for a total of 66 members. County Central Committees in each of the 88 counties in the state of Ohio, and special district committees established by party rules. This is laid out in Ohio Revised Code, section 3517.03. Here is a map of Ohio Senate districts, each having 2 state Central Committee members. Here is a map of Ohio counties, each having its own County Central Committee for each political party. Our primary focus will be the County Central Committees, because they affect every public office, municipal, county, state, and federal. What is the purpose of a political party? A political party is an alliance of citizens who hold similar political views and who team up to get their preferred candidates elected to public office. They form an ongoing organization with team members in place at the local, state, and national level. The party keeps this infrastructure in place from election cycle to election cycle so that each candidate that aligns with the party doesn't have to reinvent the wheel when they run for office, but has a team already in place to help them get elected. A political party puts forth its ideas and its positions in its platform and by the candidates it promotes. It is a public organization defined by state law, but has some private aspects to it in that it frames its own bylaws and conducts business accordingly. Party bylaws must always conform to state law, and public financial disclosures are required. In Ohio, any registered voter can join or become a member of a party by voting in a partisan primary election and choosing a partisan ballot. That person will be considered a member of the party as long as they haven't voted in a different party primary within the last 2 years. What is the structure of the County Central Committee? There are 2 options for the composition of County Central Committees. 1 by precinct, that is, 1 member for each voting precinct in the county, or 2 by city, ward, or township, that is, 1 member for each city, ward, and township in the county. In populous or urban counties, there may be hundreds of precincts. If each of these precincts has a representative to the County Central Committee, that committee may be very large and impractical as a parliamentary body. Therefore, a second option is available for County Central Committees to prescribe their representation by city, wards, and townships, each containing multiple precincts. Such decision is made by each County Central Committee as to which method of representation they prefer. Examples of County Central Committees. Franklin County elects by city, ward, and township and has 152 possible seats. Montgomery County elects by precinct for a total of 381 possible seats. Licking County elects by precinct and has 97 possible seats. Muskingum County elects by city, ward, and township and has 31 possible seats. Medina County elects by precinct for a total of 121 possible seats. No matter what the size, the County Central Committee is essentially a little Congress on the county level for voting members of a political party to have direct geographical representation to the county party apparatus. How are Central Committee members elected? County Central Committee members are elected in the primary election in even-numbered years to a 2- or 4-year term. The length of the term is set by county party bylaws. 4-year term elections are held in either the presidential or gubernatorial election year. Members are elected by a direct vote of the people who reside in the same political subdivision, precinct, ward, or township, who are members of the same party. What if there is a vacancy on the County Central Committee? It is worth mentioning that there are many vacant seats on County Central Committees across Ohio. Vacancies occur when nobody runs for the seat, the current occupant dies, the current occupant moves out of the jurisdiction, precinct, ward, or township, he or she is elected to represent, or the current occupant resigns for other reasons. If there is a vacancy, the County Central Committee, or if authorized by the county party bylaws, the Executive Committee, shall fill the vacancy by a majority vote of such committee. This process is described in Ohio Revised Code section 3517.05. If you desire to be appointed to fill a vacancy on the County Central Committee of your party, contact the office of your county party. Mail a letter to each member of the County Central Committee and/or Executive Committee, as well as the officers of the party. They should inform you of the next meeting when appointments can be made. You may need a member of the committee to nominate you and another member to second the nomination before you can be elected by a majority vote of such committee. What is the time commitment for Central Committee members? This is an unpaid position, but it is an important elected position. Committee members should attend the organizational meeting and perhaps 2 or 3 regular meetings per year, depending on the county. Members of the executive committee meet more frequently, as well as members of party standing committees, such as screening or budget committees. The amount of time devoted to fundraising events, voter outreach, and campaign activities and other party functions is entirely up to each individual. As with any organization, there are active and inactive members. Some committee members do a lot, and some do next to nothing. Besides that, there are many vacancies on county committees. Across Ohio, there are several thousand vacant seats to be filled by a willing citizen. What are the powers of County Central Committee members? The County Central Committee is the controlling committee of the county party. It has plenary power to frame its bylaws, elect its officers and executive committee, fill vacancies on the committee and vacancies in county public offices. If, for example, a vacancy occurs in a county public office such as commissioner, treasurer, auditor, engineer, or sheriff due to death, resignation, or other reason, the County Central Committee of the party of the retiring office holder is entitled to fill the vacancy. Then select Board of Elections members via Party Executive Committee recommendation to the Secretary of State and provide organizational support to elect party-backed candidates. How does party backing help candidates win? A political party is a grassroots team that works to get its preferred candidates elected to public office. The County Central Committee, as the controlling committee of the county party organization, provides for the recruiting, screening, endorsing, promoting, financing, and campaigning for all its preferred candidates for public office. The most impactful way it does this is through the county party slate card. Here are some examples of county party slate cards. The party slate card is a list of party-endorsed candidates for a particular election. These are mailed out to voters or otherwise distributed by hand or other electronic means. The Central Committee, or in some cases the Executive Committee, determines which candidates' names appear on the slate card. What else can Central Committee members do? County Central Committee members are the point of action persons to the voting members of their party in the political subdivision they represent, city, ward, township, village, or precinct, for the purpose of informing voters on endorsed candidates and their qualifications, making available and distributing party slate cards and candidate literature, as well as yard signs and other campaign items. They also may take opportunity to recruit precinct election poll workers and election poll observers in coordination with the County Board of Elections, and to engage in party events and get out the vote efforts at election time. Central Committee members, if they are active, can be an effective link connecting the voters in their jurisdiction to the county party and the party to the voters. They are strategically positioned to provide the voters in their jurisdiction with timely information and resources from the party organization related to party events, fundraisers, election times, poll locations, candidate literature, yard signs, campaign rallies and events, party slate cards, as well as opportunities to volunteer as poll workers, poll observers, and help with campaign activities. What will be gained by your involvement in the precinct strategy? You will, 1. Restore political influence to the people, the grassroots voting base of the party. By becoming a grassroots activist in the precinct, ward, or township in which you live, you can amplify the voice of your fellow citizens to elect candidates who truly represent their views. 2. Return political power from the entrenched party elites to the people, the rank-and-file base of the party. By representing the citizens of your precinct, ward, or township to the County Central Committee of your political party, you can be part of the decision-making apparatus that determines which persons, the candidates, their qualifications, and their principles, will represent you at virtually all levels of public office. 3. Revitalize the party organization. By your enthusiastic participation, you can make the party apparatus more active, more effective, and more reflective of the will of the citizens. And 4, reclaim our government institutions. By your strategic position on the governing body of the party, you can help put into public office at local, state, and federal levels new candidates who truly represent the good citizens of our republic. Take ownership of the party. If you think about it in business terms, the voters are like the stockholders, the central committee members are the board of directors, and the chairman is like the CEO. You can take operational control of your political party by being on the central committee of your county political party. Don't be just a donor, be an owner of the party, says Dan Schultz of the Precinct Strategy. Dan is helping to spearhead a national movement, and you can get his book at precinctstrategy.com. Remember, people are policy. If you want to change the policy of the government, you have to change the people who make the policy. Use your agency. As General Michael Flynn says, local action has a national impact. Join the Precinct Strategy today. Visit ohioprecinctstrategy.org for more information. For a transcript of this presentation, visit ohioprecinctstrategy.org. Thank you.